probably loud enough that no one needs to tell me to talk up. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Deb Chamberlain, and I hail from the fine town of Groton and work at William Ravis, and I am your 2014 Connecticut Association of Realtors president. I know I'm supposed to do this later, but I'm going to do it now. Bob Kimball, please stand and wave. He's our past president. So we have a really busy evening. We are awaiting the gentleman, the Marine from Toys for Tots. He's running a little late, so I may at any point in time, when I see him walk through the door, pause and hand him the microphone so that he can say a few words. But I just want to say, I'm just amazed at the great toys and the number of great toys. So thank you, because that's pretty impressive. Give yourself a round of applause. So for those of you who were not able to make the leadership convention last week, the installation, I had this year as my theme, step up and stand out. And that came about for a reason. I had, over the years, had a number of conversations with some of our larger brokers and had an opportunity to sit with them over a glass of wine or a cup of coffee and chat business. And there seemed to be a thought, on the part of some, not all, that volunteering your time for the association at the local or the state level could in fact pull you away from the more important business of listing and selling real estate. And so therefore would cost the broker money and maybe you money. And I thought, oh, that's not exactly how I see it. So I've been a top producer, I think most people in this room have as well, and we managed to get it done. So I thought that's going to be my speech. It's going to be my speech. And I'll tell you what I told my brokers. I'm never going to produce $100 million a year, and some of you won't either. But guess what? You are going to make it possible for everybody else out there who's top producing to continue top producing, and you're going to do pretty damn good yourself anyway. And the reason is you are fighting the fights that need to be fought on the state, local, and national level so that we can continue to enjoy the business of real estate the way that we have, and our rights are protected and our clients are protected. So when somebody like me calls you up and says, hey, we would really like you to join XYZ committee, it's not because we couldn't find anyone else, trust me. It's because we sat down, a group of people, and we decided who we were going to call and who we knew that would fit that spot and why. And that's how that goes. That's when we pick the phone up and ask. And so when you're asked, say yes, it's a compliment. We see something in you that we think you should share. And at the end of the day, guys, you're not signing on for the 60-year term. You're typically signing on for 1 or 2. And I guarantee that whatever you learn from that experience, you're going to take back to your offices, and it's going to translate into more business for all of you, and it's going to help you get through the day on some of those short sales. So, having said all of that, it is now my distinct honor to ask Mr. Quincy Clayton, one of our new shining stars, I should just point out, to come on up and lead us in some invocation and some remarks.
Thank you very much. We would all just stand and recognize I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
This thing really, huh? Well, that's much better. The term realtor has come to connote competence, fairness, and high integrity, resulting from adherence to a lofty ideal of moral conduct in business relations. No inducement of profit and no instruction from clients can ever justify departure from this ideal. Ladies and gentlemen, as we lead our clients to the American dream, don't neglect the organization that supports your success. ECAR is your access to success. Lead your clients while also taking leadership roles within this great organization, the Eastern Connecticut Association of Realtors. But keep in mind, according to the late Nelson Mandela, it is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger, then people will appreciate your leadership. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Quincy. This is the fun part of the show because I get to not only recognize but maybe potentially embarrass someone I have a lot of respect for. I get now to introduce you to our Realtor Emeritus. And for those of you who don't know, Realtor Emeritus members have achieved 40 years of membership in this association. And, you know, I think that speaks in and of itself. And as a result of that, they then get their national and their state dues waived. So hey, goal for all of you, 40 years, and you get your dues waived. What's really fabulous about this particular person, and we actually have two this evening, but only one could join us, and I'm going to announce obviously the one who could not make it first is Ed Stebbins. Big round for Ed Stebbins. But I am so very pleased that this young lady is here because I'm going to now embarrass her. She is the reason probably that I'm standing here, and on good days I'm going to thank her, bad days I'm going to blame her. But she's taught me P&P. Some of you may know who it is already. Fran Ween, in my opinion, is a model realtor. And so
Thank you, everybody. I'm old.
give it up for Fran. Love Fran. Okay. So it is now my honor to introduce to you the list of continuing ECAR directors. And as I read your name, if you wouldn't mind please standing so that we can applaud you. First and foremost, we have Leah Bourne. We have Mr. Les Gray. Stay standing. Mr. Les Gray from William Raven. Marvin Eldown, William Raven. Marilyn Welcher from Remax Home Team. From Remax Coast and Country. Thank you. And by the way, they're just the model of stepping up and standing out. So if you want to know how it's done, talk to one of those folks because they figured it out already. Okay, at this